Hey guys, what's up? It's me, Yuga32 here, back with a deck profile of my Seattle Regionals Yosenju deck. The event was actually pretty cool. Got to meet a whole bunch of, really interesting people who use these interesting decks. There's a guy who uses Archfiends and Dinos mixed together. The guy was just getting back into the game, but he actually had me. He wrecked me game 1 with all of his monsters, but oh man, did I ever make comebacks on him. Just drop all those monsters, go 3, 2, 1. Man. Yeah. I'm actually thinking of using these in the next regionals coming up, actually on May 30th. The same place as every Seattle regionals. Since the World Championship is going to be this summer, they decided to hold the last regionals for anyone who wants to get into the World Championship on May 30th, which is basically the last Saturday of next month, instead of the first. Because, going from, let's say they did it the first week of May, that would be just really too soon for people to just pick up their cards. But enough about my stories. Basically, let's just say I went 4-4 with the deck. But okay, let me just get into this really funny. So basically, my final round, I was playing against the Tellers. The guy I was playing against had a 3-4 record too. I had a 3-4 record. Game 1, he beat me. Game 2, I beat him. Game 3, I beat him and basically told his Trevor to go back in his extra deck because of Yosenju Common 1. But enough with the stories. I should probably get out to the deck. So, for the monsters, 2 Fossilana Pachycephalo. Now, the only reason I'm using these is because, the whole Vanity's Emptiness to 1. This is more funny because, say you go first turn, set this 2 cards, your opponent goes to summon all these monsters, get wrecked. Just they flip up your Packy and then destroy all their monsters. And now for the more Yosenju part of the deck, triple Yosenju Seattle. Basically your Kalute and anything you could call a field booster effect. Basically, let's say your opponent's got that monster, and this is the only thing you've got, you just summon it, just boost itself into 2000 and attack. Common 1, your face-up compulsory evac as long as you got another Yosenju on field. And, basic normal summons such as Hunter Family Summons. Your Common 2, your basic direct attack for half. This is basically your Crystal Beast, Sapphire, no, sorry. Whichever one was the cat, the one that could attack directly and only do half damage. Now, Comma 2 actually does in good combination with Comma 3. Because Comma 3, when another one does damage, you can search a Yosenju card from your deck to your hand. So let's say you go 2-3, you can then go direct for half with Comma 2, get the effect of Comma 3 to search, say, Comma 1, or Secret Moves, or something else. Now, the last monsters I play are kind of my own idea. Since I do need to keep field presence, and I do not use the Shinshu's or Shinshu L as some other people use, I run 2 Magat, which is basically, let's say I go 2-3, I can then use the normal summon from 3 to tribute either 2 or 3 for Magat, and then replace that 2 or 3 with another 2 or 3 out of my deck because Magat was tribute summoned. Yeah, you can try it. This is just an option. But normally this gets sided out for some of the stuff I use against Cleaforts and other stuff. Yeah. Right, so onto the spells of the deck. Sorry about that. Onto the spells of the deck. So for the 1-ofs we have Divine Wind of the Mist Valley. Sorry about that again. Soul Churners, the deck does only have a low monster count. For Floodgate, you got your Defissure, Book of Moon. Now for 2-ofs, just Dark Holes. I would have ran Raigeki, but I didn't have the time to pick one up, so I might run one at the May 30th regionals, or maybe I could pick one up at my locals. Now for the 3-ofs, 3 MST, triple pot, and then triple Tenki because they're all Beast Warriors. Well, except for Dinah and Magat's higher than level 4. And for my traps, one bottomless trap hole, one macro because they all bounce. Double mirror force. Okay, now here's a quick little funny story. At regionals, this guy had a full field of Shaddoll monsters, and I have like mirror force and macro set on the field. So he was like, "Okay, I attack, mirror force, chain macro. So macro resolves, then mirror force resolves, so banishing all his monsters," which was extremely funny for me. I loved that. Was like the highlight of my day. Now, I know what you're gonna think. That why would I main deck this next card? But so many decks play it. It's kind of a must to always main deck it, and that would be Triple Mistake. Originally, I only mained Double Mistake, but ever since I thought I was going to have to play against a lot of meta decks, but really... Okay, again, here's another funny story. So me and my friends are actually went to that regionals, and like, I was the only person on my team who didn't have to face a Necroz deck for the full 8 rounds of the tournament. I had to face one Shaddoll, one Klee, one Hero, and a bunch of Satellars. I didn't have to play against a teammate. I mean, this did come in handy for some games, like I'd have Macro, Mistake, and Shadow Prisoner on field. Opponents playing Archfiends, so they got no graveyard. Can't use their Dark Monsters effects. Pretty much it was a lock. Now I know you normally use secret moves, but just in case that I don't have a Yosenju to hold for the secret moves, I do use wiretaps. I mean, the disadvantage to it is that it doesn't counter a spell or monster effect. It just counters out a trap and then shuffles it into the deck. So technically, you could do this to yourself if you're playing it for a chain link. And then you always have to use your own secret moves, which is basically like Infernity Barrier, but, for Yosenju. Now for the side deck. Now, there were only like a few things I used in the side deck anyway. So, I did side in this against Klee's. Oh man, it really did nothing. He still destroyed it. Played this against Shaddolls. And Sharon Prisoner. Yeah. Mostly what really affected the Shaddoll player was my macro. He summoned the Mathematician, I chained macro. We didn't know if it fizzled or if he still had to send it. Now this one I only cited because I thought I had to face Necroz, and that is Grave of the Super Ancient Organism, which basically reads, any level 6 or higher special summon monsters cannot activate their effects or declare an attack. So basically, screw you, Brionac, Valkyrus, and Trishula if you ever hit the field. Oh yeah, and Decisive Armor, but you rarely are going to hit the field. And then I really never played it because, again, didn't face a Necroz, which is Spellcaster. I did face a Tellers, so I did side my Puppet Plants. Surprising how this card didn't go up in value because Necroz only used the Spellcasters and Warriors. And then maybe the one Dragon because of Decisive Armor. Well, I mean, that's it for the side deck. Let's move on to the extra. Now, the extra I did quite enjoy to use myself. Alright, so to start off, one Abyss Dweller, might bump it up to 2. One Black Ship of Corn, never really used it. Cowboy, get wrecked, end game, salty. XE. I actually misplayed in my last game with this. Like, I am playing against Klee's. I destroyed all cards on field, but I forgot that I didn't destroy my Tenki. Next turn, he Pendulum Summoned all his monsters, and he actually did have more than me if I remembered that my Tenki was getting blown up too. I was too busy focusing on him and trying to wreck him because it was game 3. He scooped me game 1 because he forgot to side out from his last match because after he won game 2 or 3, I think he just forgot to take out his side deck and then slide it back in. So, I forgave him for that. He said he'd take the game loss, but I still lost the match. Dr. Binax, he's Dragon, never used him. Kagutsuchi, I really messed up on the ruling on him because originally I thought it was detached material and then he can't die for the turn or anything like that. But it turns out every time he would die, I can just detach material. So I realized I was playing against it like my third or fourth round against a hero deck. Tiger Kings really made him a lot. Never got to use his other effects because it's just summon 2 level 4 or lower Beast Warriors, not just Fire Beast Warriors, just any Beast Warrior, as long as they have the same name and attack, I think. And then probably the expensive card of their deck is the 2 Lightning Chidoris. Yeah. I really kind of like it because, just Chidori. Then 101, I bump it to 2 if I can pick up another one soon. Castel, why is he so expensive? Diamond Dyer. Rhapsody, never made it, might swap it out for another 101. Phantasmal Dragon, loved it. It was a lot of fun to play with her. I mean, if I actually ran X0 board, I could have played this thing. I could have just got it back on my next turn and then went for the game because I had smacked my opponent 3 times with this card, but then after that, he was able to smack me down and kill me. Yeah. But hey, it was a fun experience, and I really hope to play these and maybe get a better record. Maybe go 6-2 at regionals next time. Well, hope to see you there. Your Game Master 232 signing out.